the 1930s, Stalin wanted to create a single-party state in which he would be the sole ruler of the Soviet Union. The only way he could get rid of all the opposition and create a system in which he was considered God, he had to eliminate everyone and anyone that got in his way. This era of mass murder and uncertainty was the Great Terror. The purges got rid of the opposition in the Communist Party. The word purge refers to the cleansing of an organism with impurities. In this case, it was Stalin eliminating those who did not think like him. The purges consisted of 3 phases. The first phase of the purges got rid of over 20% of the party. This was known as the Chistka. The second stage consisted of show trials, in which Bolsheviks whom had been celebrated during Lenin's era were tried and executed for the public to see. The third and final stage was the Yezovshchina, which eliminated tens of thousands of people, and many others were denounced, arrested, or imprisoned.
The Communist Party became very unpopular in the early 1930s. Collectivization and famine were affecting the peasantry. Many peasants killed communists as a sign of protest. Urban workers received very low wages and suffered punishment in the factories they worked in.
The largest opposition consisted by priests, industrialists, traders, and Burzov. Most disagree with the terror method he used, including his own wife who committed suicide. On February 26, 1934, the 17th Party Congress took place. It was considered a huge victory as people believed that guidelines had been established to stabilize the economy. However, Stalin wanted to continue rapid industrialization. Stalin's biggest opponent, Kirov, disagreed to this. Shortly after, Kirov was murdered.
Kirov's murder was a turning point in Stalin's rule. Sergei Kirov was killed in the party headquarters under mysterious circumstances. Just before the murder, Kirov was seen as more popular than Stalin, having had more votes in the 17th Party Congress. Stalin ordered hundreds of arrests and thousands were purged from the party. Kirov's murder was used as a justification for Stalin's paranoia and Great Terror.
Stalin's main goal was to get rid of all the Bolsheviks. Kamenev and Zinoviev were popular Bolshevik leaders who were arrested and put on trial. In 1938, Bukharin was forced to confess of false crimes and was sentenced. Their families were tortured and interrogated.
In 1936, Nicholas became head of NKVD, the secret police. Anyone who showed the slightest opposition towards Stalin, even just bad-mouthing him, was subject to arrest. In July 1937, the Polit passed a resolution condemning all anti-Soviets. This led to the arrest of over 250,000 scientists, writers, and other intellectuals. Many arrests occurred during the night where people would be unprepared and wouldn't resist. Even being a friend of someone who was arrested could put someone in danger. Stalin even distrusted his own army. He accused them by plotting against him. He wiped out even his best commanders. perhaps realizing that he had sown overboard, called as End to the Terror by 1938. However, the country was falling apart as administrative systems were failing due to the purges. Stalin blamed the Wehrmacht and the secret police for the excess of the Great Terror. The lack of opposition by the end of the 1930s proved that the Great Terror was a success. Stalin got rid of the opposition through the purges. He created a system of arrests, interrogations, and mock trials that made anyone who spoke out against him an enemy of the state. Through these mass killings, he was able to create a single-party state with absolutely no opposition.